You're watching WGBS News Metropolis.
Okay, another question. Let's work our way back in the room a little bit here. Head on back in that direction. We've got this gentleman back over here with his, I'm assuming it's a Superman hat, but he definitely has got the Superman hat. So on.
This is for President Ralph. I love Superman. It's my favorite show. And I'm a president. And the Superman returns, and when you have the kryptonite, you just go through. So that feel pain in your back. We ran down, but that's like a twig or something.
What about the kryptonite when it's in my back?
He stabbed you in the back. Did that hurt real bad?
Did it hurt? Oh, did it actually hurt?
Yeah.
No, because what they did is he had a little piece of it that had like you only see the back end, you know, like a stab you with a sword, but it's only this part sticking out. So it was just this, you know. And what hurt about that scene was is we did that, and it's water in that scene that I'm kind of sloshing through, and that water was so cold. And we did that scene. Plus, it's a traumatic scene. I'm getting, you know, my butt whooped, and we had to do it about 8 times, and it was just, you know, being submerged in water and choking and really trying to act like I'm getting killed. So that was a tough scene. That was one of the hardest things to shoot in the movie, actually. Yeah.
Toughest day on the set, was it?
Yeah.
Because the wire work and stuff like that. I mean, once you kind of get into the rhythm and everything, did you kind of?
Yeah. That you know, if you know, in the 10th hour of this, it
gets a little old, right?
Yeah, but at least I was warm. So.
Was there a learning curve on the wire stuff? I mean,
there was a big learning curve. I had a great movement coach, a guy named Terry Notary, and he used to work with Cirque du Soleil, and he did the Apes and the previous Planet of the Apes, not the new ones coming out, and a lot of other movies that involve, you know, movement, specific movement. And so we worked a long time creating the choreography. Different moves and giving them names, using my swimming background, because I really felt that added a fluid motion to the flight. So once we did that, I felt, you know, I could feel when I was in the right position and my body was straight and all those things.
Very good. Okay, how about some more questions? What do we got? Harley Quinn, you got a question, do you? Okay, Supergirl.
Probably you're our 6th member that we've been coming here, and the rest of you is our 3rd one. If you listen to the Superman song, 10 Feet Tall Bulletproof by Travis Tritt, and the Footloose song, I Need a Hero, where the part says, it takes Superman to sweep me off my feet, and never is, if you don't give your heart wings, you'll never ever fly, so you need to put those in your radio. And what was it like to work with Noah Neal's Superman?
We didn't actually have the scenes with Noelle. Did you get to meet her, though?
No, I've met her, and she's a lovely woman, and
Oh, that's right.
Gertrude. Yeah.
I forgot. That's her.
She's
You never see her face.
Gertrude. Yes, she's Gertrude. She's the dying. She's Lex's dying heiress.
We'll screen it for you a little later.
I've never seen her.
No, she's fantastic. I would have liked to have actually worked with her, but I have met her a couple times.
So when you hear songs on the radio where the word Superman comes up, do you kind of like ping on that? Kind of like,
yeah, it's funny. It's strange, especially when you just turn it on.
Yeah.
Just turn the radio on, and it happens to be a song that has Superman. So I was like, what? That's weird.
Now with the marketing and stuff like that, I mean, you have the posters. I mean, 6 foot tall stand up of Jimmy Olsen that you can get, you know, and you ever seen? Oh yeah. So I tell you, I mean, you know, everybody gets their action figures and stuff like that, but you, okay, I'm going to open this question to everybody. Hands in the air. How many people here have their likeness in wax at Madame Tussauds Wax Museum? Anybody? Anybody? Right here. Now, how was that? Was
that was a strange process. I went to this hotel and you just stand on this
They call them
circular, like a lazy Susan thing that they just turn, and they take these minute measurements. But it was about 6 months after the movie, and after I got done with the movie, I really didn't want to work out very much anymore. So I was really kind of embarrassed. They're measuring me, and I thought, oh, this is not really as good as the movie, but that's all right. But no, it was cool. And then when I got to go to New York and see it, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I remember seeing the picture that there was a bunch of kids around and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when the kids see you, I mean, is it really? I mean, especially like out here, you get to be with the fans and all that sort of stuff. It's got to be really something.
It's cool. Sometimes I scare kids. I mean, I understand that. I do yell at them, which is part of it. It's great when if they're young enough, then they don't know, which is great. But sometimes they get really nervous, and I'm sad for them because I want them to have to not run away. But it's great, it's people of all ages. And one of the coolest things when I was actually filming the movie, people of all ages would come and visit the set. We had a few visitors, and if I was in the suit, kid or adult alike, were nervous and shaky, and it was a kind of a cool thing to be in the presence when I was in the suit. So to see the effect of the suit on people, like Sam, I had to drag him out of his room every day.
It's terrible. It's like seeing Santa Claus. The first time I saw it,
Except better.
Except cooler. Except thinner. We had adjoining dressing rooms. His actual room that he got put in the suit in was a separate room that he had, and it was right next to my room. And I remember I'd been totally geeking out about wanting to see him in the suit, and all of a sudden one day I'm just sitting in there, and he just walks in, and it was I literally teared up, choked up, just couldn't breathe. It was pretty amazing. It was in all seriousness. It was amazing. You remember, dude? It was, and also when he put the suit on, it was he became Superman. He's Brandon, but when he put the suit on, he became almost regal and ethereal and spiritual. It was bizarre.
What are you saying? What are you getting?
I don't know what I'm saying. I actually don't know what right now. I did. You were godlike. And then he throws on the fishnets. Forget it. Oh, I mean Elena.
No, I can relate to that though, because Smallville, it's the same thing. Even though Tom doesn't wear the suit. Yeah, I wanted to see him in the suit too. But the first episode I did in season 7, there was a big fight in the Luthor Mansion, and it was Lex and Green Arrow and me and Clark, and I was like, this is awesome. And it's lit like a comic book. I mean, and I'm not traditionally a comic book fan, so it really it does sort of
it's amazing.
Stump you.
Yeah, it's
wow,
super cool. Yeah.
To be a part of it.
Yeah.
So what have you got coming up now? Where can people see you? What projects are you working on that we can look forward to?
I just got an offer to do Alphas, that new sci-fi show. I've actually passed on almost everything that's come my way this year, and I've been beginning to kind of regret it. I was like, oh, what did I do? But I'm looking for the next right show or project, not just the next one. So yeah, they just called me yesterday when I was on my way over in Chicago, and it looks like I'll be going on Monday to shoot an episode of that. So.
So Sam, how about you? You're tied into being here for a while. What's your commitment on that?
Well, any TV show, I think they lock you in for 7 years if you're lucky enough to get 7 years of a show. But yeah, we're just about to start shooting again in July. I have a month to get skinny so that you can all see me naked again. Because I know most of you are wanting to not see that.
Fanboys too!
We'll see.
And now you just kicking around, not doing much, right?
I like to take a break. I actually have a movie called Miss Nobody on Netflix right now, which I actually filmed a long time ago. It's a fun kind of dark comedy. Not necessarily a family movie, but it's not that bad, but anyway. And then I'm doing this film called Crooked Arrows, starting in August in the Boston area. And it's kind of like the Mighty Ducks, except with lacrosse. And the team is in high school. Yeah, lacrosse. I don't play lacrosse. I'm getting a crash course. I'm the coach, so I don't have to.
I played lacrosse in high school, so
oh wow, awesome! It's a great sport, and I'm excited to bring it to the rest of America because people like lacrosse. I've heard of that.
It's an East Coast thing, pretty much. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Well done. I'll tell you what. We're going to take just 2 more questions, so I need really good ones. Okay. Let's see. Here we've got somebody down in the front here with her Clark Kent glasses on. So why don't we come on down here?
So, some of you were in theater in high school, and like when you were younger, what like theater were you in, and what were your favorites? Like when you were younger.
Well, I was just in my high school theater productions. The first play I ever did was called Hide and Shriek.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a classic.
It is.
It's a classic. But actually, it was the most fun I've had on stage because I haven't done a lot of stage work. But I played. It was my, the first time in front of a real audience acting, and I played a redneck named Aesop with bib overalls and a hat, and my hair sticking through it, and it was comedy. So that's why I love comedy so much because that was kind of the beginning of it.
And how about you, Sam? Any theater in your background?
I started theater when I was, where are you? There you are. When I was a little guy. I was like 9, and I did 4 years at a little playhouse in New Hampshire where I'm from. Really, really cool, little prestigious. Very lucky that it was so close to where I lived. And I think it's the most important thing you can do as a young aspiring actor is to throw yourself on the stage. You know what I mean? It is literally conquering every fear that you could possibly have, and it's instant knowledge as to whether you are good at it or not, because you live or die, and you learn so much. So I was still one of my favorite things I've ever done. I did Waiting for Godot, and then I did To Kill a Mockingbird, and that was like one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life. So yeah, I would love to get back to theater. I think everyone should do theater. It's an amazing thing.
Elena, how about you?
I also did children's theater, and we moved every 3 or 4 years when I was a kid, so I never really got connected to any one theater group, and the longest I did was about 9 years old as well. And there was just several plays that we did at playhouses where we performed for like elementary schools, and it's something that I'd love to get back to. It's funny, I think, as an actor, either when a lot of actors, when they're not working, they're studying, or they're not. A lot of us don't have time. I mean, you go from one project to the next, or I myself have 3 kids, so
Wow! All right!
I have a real job. I have like laundry and like I have to mop floors and stuff. So yeah. So work is actually like an awesome break for me. I get to go sit. And actually, Stargate is so efficient. I used to tell them, I'm like, guys, call me in 4 hours early. I can watch movies and read books and bring my dog and cuddle.
That's hilarious.
I know. Work is awesome.
Okay, seriously, one last question. It's got to be a quick one. We are so far behind right now. All right, this young fellow up here with a very impressive logo on his shirt there.
Turquoise.
It's from the Philippines. What are you going to do, right? Mr. Ralph, it's an honor to get to speak to you today. This isn't so much as a question as it is a brief statement of gratitude. Ever since the triumph or return of Superman in 2006, there have been a lot of incorrect internet revisionist history concerning Superman Returns. Firstly, the reviews and reactions from critics and fans was very positive and remains so to this day, despite the few but vocal detractors. Secondly, the film made a lot of money all over the world, and even though its budget was unfairly burdened with the debt from previous attempts at making Superman films, Lastly, not only did the film have plenty enough action for my taste, but it also had the most important ingredient that a Superman film has to have, heart. And you, sir, are the heart and soul of that wonderful film. And lastly, people who need non-stop, mindless, shallow action in their superhero movies can have the Zack Snyder movie. As for me, I like my heroes with emotional depth, and you brought that and so many new layers to the Man of Steel. Thank you for giving us the majestic and thoughtful movie known as Superman Returns.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I can't top that. Good night, everybody.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
All right, let's hear it for our guests today, Elena Huffman, Sam Huntington, and Brandon Rouse.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey, everybody, I want to give a big round of applause to the Chamber of Commerce for bringing these great guests to us. They went above and beyond the call of duty. They work tirelessly, the volunteers who put this show on. They make this a great opportunity for everybody. Thank you very much, Chamber.
This is WGBS News.